here, 3v3, Argus Desert Gates blue team. It's Morgan, MLGman, also known as Adeptus Nubus, plays an Apothecary support commander that fights in melee combat by default, begins with a targeted heal and a passive health regeneration aura, alongside Marutectz as a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, and very good offense and disruption, fights mainly in melee combat. This is the Black Legion elite scheme. And rounded off the red team, zeetorq is a force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support with buffs. And red team, Zevargel is a Warboss, a melee commander that can walk through objects, very angry, and some good offense, disruption and support. This is the Freebooters DLC from Relic. Alongside Triumph is a Warks for the Exarch teleporting commander that fights range combat by default, very annoying with some awesome crowd control, can harass and outcap you pretty nicely too. This is the Exarch elite scheme, which is looking pretty awesome as ever. Chaos Lord chasing these guys down, and rounding off the teams is Yaay as a Lord General, fights range combat, begins with a retinue of stormtroopers to help him out, can get more retinue members to help him out throughout the game also, and has some great defense and support capabilities. Multi-laser turret is up, kicking off on this east side. Tactical Marines behind the heavy cover, gonna want to keep those guys there. Heavy cover plus Tactical Marines plus Apothecary means they're going to be very difficult to force off, and I think Adeptus Nubus has made a tactical error here and has kind of exposed his Apothecary. Yeah, as soon as that guy teleports out, he's going to have to be exposed. Oh no, and took the Tactical Marines out of cover, and they drop a model and almost drops the Apothecary just about. He went down to 1 hit point. For some reason, we've already lost the indicator for this guy. That's annoying. But yeah, big mistake. Didn't use his heal on the Tactical Marines, took them out of cover, and they lose the model. Now he's got a Flamer up. Where's the Banshees and stuff? They're back at base. I guess they were forced off the mid by Heretics and Chaos Lord. Even these guys have lost their indicator. And this guy. Replay bugs all around. We've got double CSM from Marutectz. He's got double Eternal War as well. I usually find that pretty hasty of a purchase. Like to wait for my tier 1.5 first, maybe even tier 2 first before getting double Eternal War. Because of course you can lose CSM in tier 1. Look at the Orks though, west side, bashing generators with double shooters. We have straight into Devastators for zeetorq, and same for Adeptus Nubus also. He spent some early power on the Flamer for some reason, not entirely sure why. I guess he wanted to flame down this las turret, but he lost another model in the process, and I think he could have quite easily just forced everything off and shot it down. But we'll see how it goes. There is Shuriken carrying in here now with a Guardian Weapon team for Triumph, covering this expanse pretty nicely, as you can see. The Chaos Sword can just walk through this wall and try and get to it. 483 to 482 early on with a 2-1 for red. Pretty standard opening so far. Some misplays from Nubus, but otherwise everyone playing it pretty safe. Devastators up here for Nubus. Assault Marines maybe also for the 1-1-1. Apothecary can do some great stuff with that, with his heals and of course with his combat stims as well. Chaos Lord with the Dark Halo and Harness of Rage, so we might see those Lightning Claws up in tier 2 to give him those rapid melee attacks to charge up his Dark Halo. Down goes the Warboss for Exarch. It's really tough to see these guys going down because I can't see any of their health. Can we see the Heretics' health yet? No, we can't. Relic, sort it out. Sentinel with ground pound. Chaos Lord being a massive pain in the ass, as you might expect. And now, oh, Catachans with their all reliable from long range. They have an improvised explosive up there, and from what I can see, there isn't no detectors on the blue team, so that could be nasty. If you force off the red team, they run straight into that thing, could wipe something. Tactical Marines are going to get suppressed and then forced melee combat by these Catachans. And a shotgun blast for good measure, but there is a Devastator there to cover. I was going to say, another misplay from Nubus, putting these guys out exposed there, but he knew the Devastators were covering, so it worked out fine for him. 425 to 482. Noise Marines on the way for Marutectz, and he did drop one of his Chaos Space Marines. What the heck happened? Did not even see. I'm imagining Howling Banshees had something to do with it. They do have their aspect of strength. Wow, how did he lose those CSM? And they had Eternal War, of course. Big win for the red team there. Looters up on the west side for Zevargel. And it's more tactical marines for zeetorq. He might have called them in with his pod. Warboss making a mistake here, trying to charge down a Devastator. Oh, maybe not. Good usage of aiming. What's that? Did not realise he had big shooters up. It's one squad that doesn't have them. And gets in there. Forces them off, but is forced to retreat himself, and he can't exactly push with the double shooters. I don't think there's double tactical marines there, but look at that piercing DPS on the scouts. It's not like zeetorq can push either because of the looters, so a bit of a stalemate on the west side so far. And red team have held this VP, I think, for the entire game, haven't they, so far? This contested. We have a bunker up, so it might be a good idea for blue team to push mid, but you've also got to watch your power. You can put a Devastator down here and push mid with everything else, because if you can control the mid completely and hold your power, big win. Noise Marines with their Sonic Blaster, incredibly dangerous to pretty much everything on the red teams right now. Catachans really don't like Noise Marines at all. And there they are, doing their thing against our Avengers, who do have their Exarch even. They do have their aspect as well, I think. Yes, they do. Warps their Exarch with improved warp generator and an early purchase of the Shimmer Orb. Lots of pressure here from Marutectz. Tactical Marines with a Flamer trying to get some power bashing going, now being chased down by Banshees. Nowhere near as good at chasing as they were, but it's not that they're absolutely terrible. They do have Fleet, which will reduce their damage, but can help them get that last hit off that they need to wipe something. Death Dread on the way for Zevargel. We might see him charge it down that west side toward that power. zeetorq pretty late going tier 2 here. Got a Flamer up, got Devastators with Vengeance rounds. Did he get double Flamers? No, he's getting double Flamers though. Very odd. We have fully upgraded scouts and Armor of Alacrity. Kicking off though on this VP. Oh, sneaky Warps Rex are getting in behind. Noise Marines almost finishes them off with double Banshees out the gate in tier 2. That was a surprise. Nicely done by Triumph. If he did finish off those Noise Marines, that would have been awesome for him, but he does get away here. Marutectz, level 3 Chaos Lord. That guy's doing pretty well. Tier 2 all players now. Adeptus Nubus with already a Plasma Cannon up and a Whirlwind very nearly on the field. So looks like he is digging in for a big fight over here. Look at all of this cover that's been put up by the Guardsman. Plasma Cannon gets a shot, but this stuff will just reinforce off the bunker there. Missile launcher up for the Sentinel. Going to try and force off that Plasma Cannon as soon as it can, because that's a big danger to his Catachans. All reliable. Has already been used, I guess. Boom! Oh, nothing's being knocked down because of the flak jacket. That almost finished off the Sentinel. Does have that sniper rifle too. So we might see the double plasma guns for the Guardsmen and maybe some Stormtroopers. Also, grenade. Nice idea. Couldn't quite hit the Catachans. More sluggers on the way for Zevargel. And the Death Tread with Burners and Bits. Looks like he's not going up that west side though for whatever reason. Not sure why. Why is he not going for the gens? He's not doing anything with his Death Dread there. We have Mark of Corn CSM for Marutectz. And he's going for the Blood Maul, in fact. An obvious choice, I guess, with double Banshees around. Vengeance Rouse doing some work. And that Whirlwind now coming into play. Is countered quite nicely by the Lord General's Flak Jacket, though. Incoming. Decreases their damage also. So 30% resistance and immune to knockback is not bad at all. Sentinel hitting the pillar there with his missiles. Gonna say that big that volley would have been nasty because those tactical marines are really, really bunched up. 3 models there bunched up, including the Sergeant. Plasma Cannon gets a shot. Not quite flush on the Sentinel. Blue team doing really well in the mid, as you'd expect, because Yaay is pretty committed to this east side here. Group teleport, where's he going? Going in behind here. Uh-oh. Devastator's in trouble, needs to split up his Banshees, go for both of the squads. Shimmer Orb goes up so he can bring the Banshees back into that if he needs to. And that's a dead Whirlwind. It was actually the Sentinel that got the last hit, but we had double Banshees with aspects of strength, so it would have gone down. But look at this though. Blue team, or rather Marutectz in particular, doing the right thing and pushing mid. And Adeptus Nubis up to now defending his power well, but Triumph coming in behind, doubled, losing stuff, and the power will probably go down completely there. Marco Korn CSM trying to finish off the Sentinel, but they were suppressed by the Catechans, repurchasing their aspiring champion there. We do see a Blastmaster. Will help break that east side later on, maybe. Chaos Lord maybe regrets not having the Armory Inferno right now, but down go Catechans. Heretics finishing them off on retreat. Is it worth purchasing Armory Inferno right now? I think it is, but I'm sure he has ideas as to what he wants. Maybe a Dreadnought up. Chaos Lord level 4 needs to run away though, I think. Yeah, really needs to run away. That's a lot of las guns. 331 to 453. Stone Guard veterans on the field for Adeptus Nubis, mainly to use those Hellfire rounds against all of that light infantry. Oh, good grief. Look at the west side. Zevargel is down to a Death Dread and shooters, and that's a Power Fist Force Commander who runs away for some reason. What's he up to? No, he's just backing off. I thought he was in retreat because he's faster with Alacrity. Has Sacred Standard as well, so both of these tactical marines and the Devastators, if he gets close enough, are going to be buffed. Looking bad for Zevargel. Stupid Imber, apparently. I'm not sure what happened over there. Manticore on the field for Yaay. Does have the Storm Eagle. So they're doing well here, but Triumph really needs to help out Zevargel, who needs to get a Weird Boy up, I think, that guy. This Orky player. And we need some repairs going. Looks like Yaay is over here, in fact. Banshees are mid. Got hit by a Blastmaster. We have level 2 Chaos Space Marines with Mark of Cord. They certainly don't want to fight 2 Banshees. And look at this. Warps for Exarch has Power Blades. We had the Chaos Dreadnought for Marutectz. There's that Shimmer Orb. Uses it. Uh-oh. No, does not hit the Banshees. Hits the bunker. Almost takes it out, in fact. Look at that. It's got a slither of health left. Manticore forcing off everything. That was, I believe, the first strike. So now they know there's a Manticore up there. 296 to 453. It might not have been, though. Right Lance getting shots in on the Dreadnought. That thing needs to be careful. Double execution of Banshees as well. Sentinel might go down here, being chased by the plasma pistols of these Chaos Space Marines. Down it goes. It was actually zeetorq that finished it off. We have Librarian putting Veil of Time on the Force Commander, making him so freaking quick. With Armor for Alacrity as well, we can use that Sprint, of course. How much energy does Sprint use? Not sure. But it's awesome. +2 speed. It doesn't reduce his damage like, for instance, Fleet does. 277 to 453. Blue team are looking pretty damn good here, but they have some VPs to make up. And Red team do have time to make a comeback. There's a D cannon on the field for Triumph, and they still have this east side. But Blue team looks so powerful in the mid, and this is a very, very scary Force Commander. Even if you do focus fire this guy, he's going to have that 40% buff going off when he goes down. Leveling up is the Warp Spider to level 4. Stone Guard veterans will try and get the decap, and the Manticore could stop them. There it is. Ouch. 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 That heal came just in time to save them. That might have been a full squad wipe. That heal didn't go in. That was close. Yaay with Stormtroopers on the way to buff with his sniper rifle, no doubt. Need to deal with this Dreadnought here. They can't really push through with a Dreadnought standing around. Maybe they need to focus mid a bit before we have a Power Claw Warboss, who I'm sure is incredibly pissed off right now, losing his army. Chaos Lord gets in there. Where is that Sweeping Doom? Oh, he's got no energy to use it. Down he goes. Ran into trouble. Mark of Khorne. Chaos Dreadnought, awesome. Going after the bunker here. Helping all of this stuff reinforce, I guess. He wants to take it down. Just attack ground with your Blastmaster. After you force everything off, of course, which is easier said than done. But blue team, finally... No, they don't cap the east side. They were just about to cap it. What is this Manticore doing? One more shot from that Blastmaster. He would have lost the thing. Looks like he is now attacking ground on that bunker. Right Lance doing work against a Dreadnought. Kicking off in the mid now. Death Thread is still around. We do have Missile Launcher, Tactical Marines. These guys with a Plasma Gun. That's a bit of a weird one. Maybe for knobs and stuff, but... wait for them to appear, I guess. 4-staff Librarian doing a great job tying up. Shooters almost finished them there. And those stick bombers might be in trouble on retreat. Let's see. Yes, they are in trouble. They are wiped out. Zevargel continues to have a torrid time, but down goes a Dreadnought, I think. Yes, got shot down by plasma guns and stuff. Oh, and there was a D-cannon getting shots. I don't think was the Bright Knights firing? I guess it was. It was just outside of the firing up there. 265 to 452. Nob squad on the way for Zevargel. zeetorq's Force Commander is down. Giving off that massive buff for anything that gets close enough there. Death Tread on its way to level 2. But the map is very, very blue right now. They've held this east side quite well, but Zevargel has just been severely weakened over on the west side, and it's causing that side to be overrun, and then the blue team spill into the mid. And Marutectz has been really strong there. Chaos Dreadnought on its way to level 2. What can they do to recover? They have the Nob squad with Warboss buff, so that could do a hell of a lot to just make stuff run away. And they have the Shimmer Orb, of course, using it here to revive the Lord General. The Shimmer Orb no longer gives you knockback immunity, but still gives you that full immunity to range damage. So it's still a really great capping tool. And there's a Manticore Strike. Forces off the 2 artillery squads. The Havoc stick around now with an autocannon. And he's going to finish that cap there, the Warps for the Exarch. D-cannon set upon by a Mark of Khorne CSM. Good play from Marutectz. That thing is now off the field. Do they get away though? Warps for Exarch can't quite finish them off with his power blades. I'm sure he'd love to teleport again, but I don't think he can on cooldown there. Chaos Sword back on his feet, level 6, very angry and going after some guardsmen. That's the Commissar squad leader. These guys reinforcing 3 at a time off this bunker. So, yeah, the Dreadnought's going after it. I'd just keep tearing through this stuff, make everything reinforce. Not doing a lot of damage to that bunker there, Mr. Dreadnought, are you? Down goes the Warps for Exarch on retreat. There we go. Tier 3 for Marutectz and Adeptus Nubus with a Land Raider Redeemer on the way. Yay, with some Kasrkin coming up, but blue are... it's their game to lose, I think. With a Land Raider on the way especially, they can park it on that east side and have a huge advantage here. Though, they are up against Eldar, who can drop Eldritches on your Land Raiders and make you cry. Chaos Terminator is now hitting the field for Marutectz, debuffing all of that stuff, but this is a dead Dreadnought. Got it into trouble here. It's going to be finished off, I think. Yeah, even with that melee resistance, double Banshees take it out. Everything is still reinforcing off this bunker. Singularity and Chaos Terminator is using their teleport there. Land Raiders do take a hell of a long time to come onto the field. How are these knobs doing? Lost some health, so they've been in the thick of it. This Death Thread is still around, awesome. Not level 2 yet, though. So, he can send the knobs after the Tactical Marines who have a missile launcher, I guess. the Warboss off after the other attacks, or maybe go after this Librarian with your other Warboss, and the Death Tread itself can go maybe after these devs. I think he's waiting for the Vengeance rounds to... Uh-oh, grenade on the shooters almost wipes them out. Here we go. Initiation from the Nob Squad going straight after the Devastators, using their frenzy to get into combat, but now it's worn off, and that's a Thunderhammer Force Commander. Wow. Switches out from his Power Fist, and why not? He needs to deal with his knobs. He gets the Thunderhammer, which is an awesome tool. You're not going to solo knobs with it or anything, but having that constant disruption for those 10 seconds when Battle Cry is active allows you to put so much damage on them. Look at the float from Triumph. What is he waiting for? Could get an Avatar up here. For some reason he's not. Or a Fire Prism. There's the Eldritch. But he has nothing to follow it up with. Did a big chunk of damage to the Land Raider, as you saw. And there's a Manticore Strike now. Is that the end of the Land Raider? Is that enough? I don't think it is. No. Did tons of damage, but it's not enough to finish it. Those Banshees got hit by a big plasma cannon shot, I think, and ran away. He's calling for rocks from Zevargel, who doesn't have the red to use it. He can't use rocks. Spending a bunch of red on Frenzy every engagement, I guess. Getting pushed back on this west side is Zevargel again. Leveling up is the Warboss. Death Tread getting some repairs. Going to take a while, though. Oh, Abyss. Red team now are gonna struggle. Oh, Avatar's up. Should have got this guy going way earlier. He was floating for ages there, Triumph. Unfortunately for him, the Avatar... Oh, he lost Banshees. How did they go down? Was that the Abyss in their retreat path or something? I swear 2 squads got away there. It might have been a delayed melee hit from ages ago that got them in base, which can happen. Chaos Lord, level 8 and down. Look at this map, though. West side completely blue. You have these 2 contested points also. But this Shimmer Orb doing work. Can allow him to cap here, I think. You see these Stormtroopers pushed forward to give line of sight for that Manticore. There's a grenade as well, forcing off that stuff. Where's the Land Raider now? It's there. Have they both activated it? I assume they have. Yes, they do, so they can retreat back to it quite safely. Ouch, ouch. That was Stormtroopers wiped out. Plasma Cannon doing so much work. It's still level 1 though. If they didn't have that bunker there, they would have been out of this game, I think. Completely out of this game. Avatar is making his way to the top. It's the Orks that will cap. I think the Avatar was fighting stuff in the mid for a little bit there. Phase shift. Doesn't have anything to follow it. Maybe... Oh, doesn't have a singularity either. Has already used his Eldritch, of course, and didn't get the Land Raider with it, which is still being prepared. I think another Manticore from Yaay, and he is getting one. 237 to 336. Is this thing leveled up? It's a level 2 Manticore. Here's the Avatar. What can he do with this thing? We have autocannon to shoot it down. We have, what else? What does MLG have? He doesn't have his Stone Guard anymore. This thing is now just sitting here, standing here rather, taking shots. There we go, get moving. Orbital from, I think, zeetorq. Oh, it doesn't quite finish off the D-cannon there. A nice Wailing Doom, but needs to back the head off this Avatar. Whirlwind, of course, is still around. Oh, that's a new one, isn't it? Yeah. First one got taken out by a Sentinel shot, I believe. Red team have the east side, so a little push there to allow them to cap. And they got it. And they should be able to stop this decap here, I think. 2 Manticores. One of them's got to fire. There we go. Did they get the decap? Yes, they did get the decap though. Took a bit too long to fire. Maybe it was on cooldown. What's going on mid? Yet more pushing by the blue team. Zevargel needs a way to. He needs a Weird Boy up, I think. Would allow him to stun that Force Commander and bash him down. No sign of it though. Death Tread is still around, going after Tactical Marines with a missile launcher. Nob Squad is pretty much being dealt with quite nicely by that Force Commander. Kasrkin eating plasma cannon shots now. Now it's their turn. They have plasma guns themselves, doing 16 DPS. Wow. And you get 2 of them in a squad, so that's 32 DPS just from those 2 guys. 32 plasma DPS, no doubt. And they all have all those shot las guns and stuff. Manticore Strike. Shimmer Orb and Bunker has kept the red team in this game. Avatar is not healing up from the bunker. I guess you're just keeping him there for a counter initiation or maybe a push when needed. It's now the Chaos Lord trying to cap. Everything firing upon him. Manticore's not quite close enough to use their heavy bolters, but they can of course shoot their rockets. There's the phase shift. I'm not sure why he used that. It has given the Chaos Lord immunity to damage. He tried to retreat there, it was bugged out. He couldn't retreat, and now he goes down. Another bunker goes up to replace the one they lost. I think the plasma cannon took it down, I guess. Red team just desperately trying to hold on to their VP. Every time zeetorq pushes, he's getting it pretty much. Oh, has a Land Raider of his own, really? This is going to be so difficult for the red team. zeetorq just needs to push this east side and it's all over, and he might be doing that now. How are they going to hold against 3 armies here? Is Marutectz up here? He has his Terminators and his Havocs. Yep, he's getting some more Havocs too. Triumph. What does he get though? What does he get? I guess a Fire Prism. Try and keep that maximum range, because if you get close enough, you're going to get shot down so quickly. Force Commander's level 5. Lord General, not sure what he's trying to do. There he is in retreat. More D-cannons maybe. Yep, he's getting some more D-cannons. Manticore Strike on the Havoc. Well, on this general area. And there's that Singularity. Haven't really got a good Singularity yet, but that one might be pretty good. Ouch. Exploded one of the... No, CSM survived without a model loss. He actually got... Didn't get anything. What? I thought I saw something give there. Maybe I'm imagining things. 1-to-1 cap. Red team are really hanging on. Those Devastators are massive pain in the arse for Zevargel. He's now got a looted tank. Why has he not purchased a Weird Boy? Looted tank is not doing anything either. Surely a Weird Boy could shut down this entire blob with a Warp Vomit. No, Weird Boy does so much good for knobs. Stun, run them in, and then when the stun wears off, you can pop your Frenzy. Manticore Strike. Doesn't do a whole lot. He really hasn't killed a lot of stuff with his Manticores, but it is keeping stuff retreating constantly, which is helping him hold this east side. 202, 261. Whirlwind might be the answer to that Shimmer Orb, I guess. Is there 2 D-cannons setting up now? Yes, there is. But there's another Whirlwind shooting over the garrison. This guy needs to set up. There we go. D-cannons still doing their thing. Not quite as insanely bursty damagey as they were. Maybe some Wraith Guard for Triumph would do some good. Does he have to pop? No, he doesn't. He's got to use the Avatar offensively though. Where the hell is it? Is it mid? It is mid. Standing way back there. Red team is still in this. I think blue team have missed a trick. zeetorq is being pretty static. He's got to push that east side, I think. Easier said than done, but it's not like there's a lot of suppression here. I think he's afraid of those Manticores. This is a route teleport. Where is it going? He's going after the Whirlwind, and he's going to get it as well. There's an Orbital, though. Ouch. Don't think it's going to finish off any of those squads. Down goes that Whirlwind pretty damn quickly. Ouch. Plasma Cannon. Did that take out one of the Banshees? Yes, it did. That was 2 Banshees, right? I think so. Chaos Lord, level 9. How much stuff has he killed? How much stuff has been reinforced over here? It's crazy. Look at a dead guardsman. Manticore, this one almost level 4. Looted tank taking shots, not to its rear armor though, so it should be okay. Unless he just doesn't move it at all. So difficult for Zevargel to push with a Land Raider right there. Even if he forces it to retreat, it's just going to go back to the Land Raider. So the best he can do, just hold that VP and hope his teammates can get this east side. What is that Avatar doing? It's got to be offensive with it. There we go, finally. Down goes the Apothecary, getting way too close to guns and stuff. Not sure what he's trying to do there. Force Commander might switch back to the Power Fist to go after the tank. Looks like he doesn't need to. He's taking big shots from missile launchers and stuff. Zevargel's moving in. Warboss going after the Land Raider Redeemer. Frenzy on the knobs. Not seeing much in the way of buffs for these guys, but I assume he's been using them. Warboss taking so much damage. Tanked a lot there. Down goes the Force Commander. Mistake from zeetorq. Oh, Tank Buster Barrage. That could do huge amounts of damage. I think he needs more of those guys. And get that Weird Boy up. Knob Squad doing so much. Amazing push from one squad there, basically. Now chasing it with Tank Busters and a looted tank. Is this enough? Sluggers have to get on these guys right now. Oh, looks like he's using them to repair. Suppress with these shooter boys then. No, he's just blob attacking onto the Land Raider, which is not going to work out. Ouch, that really turned bad. He needed to tie up or shut down those tactical marines, and he just didn't. But look at this though. Sneaky. Oh, maybe not. Sneaky stormtroopers get wiped. That's what happens. I thought they were going to finish him off. Zevargel claiming that Space Marines are inbar. Nope, you're just not playing very well, my friend. Happens to us all. Yeah, Space Marines level 4 Markov Corps. Blue team have this wrapped up, surely. Surely they do. Whirlwind now for zeetorq. Whirlwind doing some work in this game. Did he lose both of them? He did lose both of them. He lost at least 3 Whirlwinds, I think. Adeptus. They have done some good stuff though. Manticores. Uh-oh. That might be... Oh no, forces off the CSM there. Triumph has lost all of his Banshees. Still has the Avatar back at base, healing up between 2. But blue team are going to get a triple, and this is going to be the game, I think. 202 to 156. Red team held on valiantly, but Zevargel was severely weakened in tier 2 from a big push right back outside of his base, and then didn't get that Weird Boy he needed, I think. Didn't get that Weird Boy he needed, and has mismanaged a few engagements. Mismanaged that one right there by not tying up those tactical marines and losing his tank. If he didn't, if he charged in the sluggers instead of trying to repair, he might have taken out that Land Raider there, which would have given him a chance at least. Tank Busters trying to finish it off, but they cannot. Get some bad feelings about the plasma cannon, which has done a hell of a lot of work for the blue team. But hey, nobody forced the red team to sit here the entire game and try and fight it. They could have come mid. Blue team were much more fluid. Even though red team had a Warboss Exarch, Marutectz pushed the mid big time in the early game and set them up for big pushes on the west from zeetorq as well. Tank Buster is just about getting away. We have a level 6 Force Commander, level 10 Chaos Lord of the 1707 hit points with a shield, of course. Level 3 Apothecary had Purification Vials, didn't see them thrown. Warboss level 4 had Trophy Rack, Heavy Armor, and Power Claw, almost 2000 hit points. Level 10 Warp Spider Exarch. As I said, if it wasn't for that Shimmer Orb and that bunker, the game would have been a hell of a lot shorter, I think. And a level 7 Lord General. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.